everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is episode 2 of the Street Bob build. I haven't named this bike yet. It typically names itself the farther it gets along, so I'm just going to call it the Street Bob build for now. In this episode, episode 2, we're going to be doing the powder coat process. So I'll be bringing you guys along on the journey of how that process works, from my first initial concepts to my samples and picking my colors and how I kind of go through that whole journey, to how the process is done from baking to the final product. So I want to make sure that I could capture all of that for you guys, as most of the builds out there don't typically show this part. And I think it's an important process because it really brings the bike to life when you're putting all the powder on these parts. So why don't you guys come along with me and we'll check it out. Oven or a sheet metal, call it the Easy Bake Oven. It fits bike frames, rims, all sorts of stuff. It's a little spray area, and I already got some parts I've dropped off here. Here's all the labeled bags with the different colors, and there's the sandblast cabinet. All right, here we are. Here's Dennis. We're gonna start getting these parts cleaned here. So,
a little powder coating?
Yeah, we're gonna get these powder coated today, and then the rims are just heating up in the oven before we start coating them as well. There they are right there. This color we're using is called Harbor Flat Gray, but it's got a little gloss sheen to it. We're going to be going with a matte gray paint with gloss black and some Harley orange accents. Finally got snow here. We're heading out. I'm going to go to Dennis's and we're going to finish the last day of powder coating. So let's go. What are you doing, man?
Here. Morning.
Are you ready to do some powder coating or what? We just woke Dennis up. He slept in, so he's just getting up, and then we're gonna get going. Okay, Dennis has got the black going on. It's looking good. He's hitting more of the engine parts. I'm working on getting all the bolts ready to be powder coated. So I'm going to categorize them all on the steel mesh so they make contact. It's pretty time consuming, but it's just so worth it for the end result. Okay, so here's some of the engine parts. I've put them on mesh so it makes electrical charge connection when putting the powder on. I labeled all of them with tape, and then I'll just remove the tape before we powder coat them because I took a picture. So I'll know exactly what bolts go where and be able to put them back in their bags. So when we're ready to reassemble, they're like working with brand new parts. Let's see what we got in the oven. First bake.
We're heating these ones up. Get all the oil and soap off.
This is hot coat. This is going to be the first coat of our orange. That's the second half to the rocker boxes. We got a brake lever there, horn parts, a few of the rear shock parts. These are all going to be orange as well. And then we have some more bolts and nuts that are going to be powder coated orange there. Okay, when I'm picking the color for the bike, I always start with my powder coat first before I start with the paint, because that's the hardest part. You got to get all the engine components powder coated first, and then you can match your powder coat parts to your paint. That's how I like to do it. I order my sample chips, and then I order the powders that I'm pretty certain I'm going to use. And once I do that, then I start making samples, and then I'll finalize exactly the color I'm going to choose, and then we go from there. That's it for episode 2. So that's how I like to do the powder coat process. I hope you guys enjoyed that. All the parts are complete now. They're ready to be reassembled on the bike. Episode 3 is going to be reworking the rear fender, getting all the fender and gas tank and all the parts ready for paint that are going to be painted. I'll also be putting some new tires on the rims that have just recently been powder coated, and we'll be getting ready for reassembly. So please subscribe, like, leave a comment, and stay tuned, and I'll see you guys on the next one.